Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for being here, Governor Perry. I look forward to your visit to two of the DOE's crown jewels, Fermilab and Argonne National Laboratories in Illinois. Governor, while I served in Iraq, I risked life and limb, as did so many brave young Americans, protecting diesel fuel supply lines. And I saw firsthand the painful price this nation pays because of our reliance on foreign oil. So for me, investments in renewable energy is not only about the environment, not only about jobs, not only about competing with China and other nations that are making huge investments in clean energy, it's also a very clear national security imperative for us. Under your leadership, Texas made impressive progress in wind energy production, but I do worry that you have made statements opposing federal government involvement to encourage investments in any energy sector. With the successes you've seen in wind energy, I know you must recognize that these gains could not have been made without federal support. Our nation's wind industry would not be where it is today without the federal government, and I want to replicate the success in wind energy that you saw in Texas under your leadership. I'd like to do that in Illinois and across the nation. Will you maintain the support of programs at DOE that promote renewable energy programs that strive to move us forward and away from our heavy reliance on fossil fuels?
Senator, thank you. Just as an aside, I want to say thank you for your service.
Thank you.
There are few people in this room that have made the commitment to this country that you have.
Thank you.
There are some in this audience that have. But we collectively thank you for your service. You and I had a pretty broad-ranging conversation about the alternative renewables that are out there, you know, the least of which is not wind, and my home state aggressively and very positively supported that. There are, I think, a role for the DOE as we go forward, continuing to find the technological advances, whether it's on turbines, whether it's on blade design, whether it's on some other aspect. One of the first Emerging Technology Fund grants that we made after I'd helped create that program was on nanophotonics and recruiting some top scientists in the world to Texas Tech University on the solar side. My commitment will be to look at every program. Senator, I think you know my record of I'm a fiscal conservative, and I don't back away from that. I think that's a badge I wear with honor. But I do believe that there is a role for us to play, both at the state level and at the federal level, to continue to put forward, funded by our taxpayer dollars, technologies that can, in fact, make us more efficient, make us more economically viable, improve our quality of life. And that's my record. And you can't change the stripes on this zebra. I mean, it's just the way I am. It's what I believe in. The administration knew that when they asked me to serve in this role. And I am committed to the continuation of using these brilliant scientists, the private sector, our universities, in collaboration to finding the solutions to the challenges, whether it's on renewables or whether it's ways to use resources that we have in a more efficient, safe, effective manner.
Thank you. You've spoken quite proudly of our national laboratories, and both Fermilab and Argonne are major employers in Illinois, but they also are developing next-generation battery storage, advanced supercomputers, and exploring even the smallest building blocks of matter. You and I spoke at length also about the need to develop ways to store, perhaps reuse nuclear fuel. I popped out a little bit ago to go meet with the students from Zion, Benton, Illinois, Go Fighting Zeebies. They told me I needed to say that. Who are from a town that cannot develop valuable lakefront property because there is a decommissioned nuclear reactor there, and that storage, that nuclear fuel, spent fuel, has not we've not been able to find a way to take care of it. And I just want to make sure that you're committed to supporting these national laboratories and the very important work that they do.
I won't burn your time.
I'm out of time anyway.
Time by reiterating my commitment to managing that issue. And I think I will suggest to you, it's been both a political and a management challenge. And hopefully, as we go forward, we can stand together as a country and talk about a legacy that we finally made substantial progress in removing waste from your states to places both interim or long-term that address this challenge.
Thank you.